The old Victorian mansion stood alone at the edge of town, its dark, foreboding presence casting an eerie shadow over the neighborhood. Legend had it that the house was cursed, and no one dared to enter its decaying halls. Yet, on a cold winter night, a family of 3 moved into the long-abandoned residence. The Thompsons, unaware of the sinister history that clung to the walls like a ghostly echo, decided to spend their first night in their new home. Mr. Thompson, a skeptic, laughed off the rumors, dismissing them as mere tales spun by the superstitious townsfolk. As the night deepened and the wind howled through the creaking timbers, the Thompsons retired to their rooms. The parents slept peacefully in the master bedroom, while their 10-year-old daughter, Emily, was left alone in the room next door. The air in the house seemed to thicken, and an unsettling hush settled over the mansion. Emily tossed and turned in her bed, unable to shake off a feeling of dread that permeated the room. Suddenly, a soft whisper echoed through the darkness, calling her name.
Emily.
Startled, she sat up, glancing around the dimly lit room. Moonlight filtered through the tattered curtains, revealing the ghostly silhouette of a child standing at the foot of her bed. The figure, clad in tattered clothing, had hollow eyes that seemed to pierce into Emily's soul. Trembling, Emily managed to whisper, "Who are you?" The ghostly child remained silent, pointing towards the hallway. Emily hesitated, but curiosity overcame her fear. She cautiously stepped out of her room and followed the spectral figure through the winding corridors. The house seemed to come alive with unsettling noises, whispers, footsteps, and distant cries. Shadows danced on the walls, and the air became colder with each step. The ghostly child led Emily to the basement door, its hinges groaning in protest as it swung open. Descending the rickety stairs, Emily found herself in a dimly lit chamber adorned with old, faded toys. In the center of the room, a rusty crib rocked gently back and forth, its unsettling squeaks echoing in the silence. Emily's heart raced as she realized the ghostly child was nowhere to be seen. A chilling voice echoed through the darkness.
You replaced me, Emily.
Terrified, she turned to see the ghostly figure now standing in the crib. As she stumbled backward, the walls seemed to close in, trapping her in the suffocating space.
You shouldn't have come.
The ghostly child whispered, its voice now distorted and menacing. Desperate to escape, Emily sprinted towards the stairs, but they seemed to stretch infinitely away. The temperature dropped further, and the air grew thick with malevolence. The ghostly child's laughter echoed in the basement, blending with the desperate screams of Emily. The next morning, the townsfolk discovered the Thompsons' abandoned mansion, its windows shattered and its doors ajar. No trace of the family remained, except for the distant, haunting cries that seemed to linger in the chilling wind. The legend of the cursed house had claimed yet another victim, leaving behind only a desolate shell, forever haunted by the tormented spirits within.